See, in this world, there's two kinds of people, my friend. Those with loaded guns, those who dig. You dig.
Finish him!
All right, welcome to episode 30.
Are we going?
30, yeah, well, you said you wanted to go. We're going.
Hello!
There you go. Yeah, finally. Okay, we're good.
Welcome to episode 30 of It Gets Dumber.
Yeah.
Podcast.
The podcast. Dum, dum, dum.
We have notes every podcast now.
Yeah, it seems to work out better if we have notes.
It does. But the last time we were like, yeah, we
Excuse
need notes so we don't like just randomly go around on things, and we proceeded to randomly go around on things. What are you clicking on over there?
I'm playing Magic.
That's great.
Hey, I can multitask, man. I was doing this already a while ago.
Yeah, this is episode 2 of Jeremy Doesn't Listen. We see how it is. Next on the list.
I'm listening. How am I not listening to you, sir?
I don't know.
Please indulge me.
Are you a multitasker?
I am multitasking. I can talk to you and do this.
You do talk and work all the time when I'm on the phone with you.
Yeah, like I'm on the phone. Like
I felt like today when we had the conference call and Corey and Tyler was on the line, it was a little bit hard for you to focus on what the lady or whoever it was that was talking to you, though.
She wasn't talking to me either. She was just looking at me for numbers and then talking to somebody else while she was checking me in. She had no fucks about what I was doing.
50-some seconds in, and we've already said a cuss word.
Just one.
How many seconds? Oh, you don't have that screen pulled up because magic is covering the screen.
1:44. I was doing this before we started. You said you were ready to start, so I started. Okay, let me finish this one game.
If we don't start, we'll never get finished, man.
Look at you, motivational poster.
Hey, listen, I've got notes. Okay, that means something.
That does mean something. Okay,
This is a important podcast with notes now.
important podcast with notes. Yeah.
So listen, if any of our regular every episode listeners wants to pitch in, I believe I have found the way to have more than 2 mics for the podcast. We have to have a
audio interface.
Audio interface, yes.
Yeah, I remember.
And it has 4 XLR, 2 XLR. So that means that we have to get new cables too. So anyone who wishes to send us about $5,000, we'll take care of it.
$500.
We'll settle for $5, whatever it takes, whatever it takes for us to make this experience more enjoyable for you. Action packed with guests and everything.
I mean, yeah, we can actually start having people on then.
Yeah,
like we have, like that one has the capabilities to, do phone calls.
Phone calls. It can record phone calls.
Yeah, we just got to buy like that and ask more cables.
Yeah, there is no shortage of mics. We have enough mics to have a conference in here.
We could have a round table.
Yes, we could.
Oh, excuse me.
The mics are not the issue. It's
not
just
at all.
It's just everything else. And I'm sure with the setup that we have, we probably could support more, but we are what the title of the podcast is. We're dumb.
We're dumb. Yeah.
All right, next on the list.
We own it. It's okay.
Yeah. So I want to say on the podcast, I want to tell the people who listen my experience with the lady in PA.
Oh yeah. You go ahead and go on your diatribe about your experiences with dementia.
I was in Pennsylvania for 2 days, basically. And
you were in your mom for 9 months. Think about that.
Yeah, that was a lot longer of a period of time, really. So, when I get to Pennsylvania, what I have to do is load biodiesel, and I'll bring it back And this time, they wanted me to go to a different terminal. I guess I'm going to just tell the entire story.
Yeah, just go ahead. Like, I'll interject as needed.
The lady in Pennsylvania comes on the second day, actually, not the first day. But I guess I'm just telling the entire story all so I don't miss anything. So I guess me explaining everything that happened in Pennsylvania kind of gives you an idea of just how my last 2 days went. Well, yeah. So today is the third day, but anyway, I wasn't there today.
Get to the story.
Listen, man, don't rush me, okay? I'm not over there fucking around with your Magic the Gathering, okay?
You leave me alone, okay?
Yeah. I mean, I could strike up a Magic the Gathering game right now, and we just turn it into
how to play. I can teach you how to play.
No, we're podcasting. We're not playing Magic the Gathering.
We are multitasking. I'm pretty sure like a bunch of other people do podcasts is doing the same shit I'm
probably
doing.
Not.
Probably so, yeah. Probably.
It's probably a Magic the Gathering podcast.
That's fair, but I'm sure other like people doing other podcasts like sit there and do shit all the time as they're doing a podcast.
Okay. So anyway, back to the list. So I get there.
On me?
I get there to Pennsylvania to this new terminal. They wanted me to go to a different terminal than the one that I had been going to. And so this place is very like compact, by the way. There's not like a lot of room that you have.
You turn your truck around.
So basically I had to turn my truck around and then back it into this area that was basically just wide enough for my truck to get into. So but that's neither here nor there. I get backed up in there and the guy's like, "Yeah, you know, just vent your trailer and we'll go ahead and load it." And he looks at my placards on the side of the truck, which tells you what the last, what was last on my trailer. And he's like, "What did you have last on your trailer?" I said, "Gas." And he said, "That may be a problem."
Sorry. I'm going to pause. All right. Sorry for the interlude. The wife called. My bad.
And we're back.
We're unprofessional with the phone ringing.
With everything?
The whole thing. We're not pros. We're just doing this for the love of the game at this point.
So, how you make a McCrack is you take a McDouble, okay. You split it in half. Okay. You take the McChicken patty out of the McChicken and you put it between the McDouble patties, and that's a McCrack.
That's a McCrack.
And it is delicious, gourmet style.
Gourmet.
Yes, sir.
Some real gourmet shit.
And the snack wrap is back. Is she going to get you a snack wrap?
No, I didn't ask her to give me a snack wrap.
Dude, the snack wraps is what made... I don't know if you know this or not. The snack wrap is what made McDonald's what it is today.
I'm pretty sure that is not true.
Yeah, you're sitting pretty far away from the mic.
Yeah,
Nobody's going to hear
I'm pretty sure that is a not true statement, sir.
No, I stand by this. This is a hill I'm willing to die on. McDonald's was never McDonald's until the snack wrap came along.
I'm 99.9 repeating into infinity sure that is not the case.
Well, what made McDonald's McDonald's?
Hamburgers, the Big Mac, the McFish.
I guarantee I could count on one hand the amount of times that I've had a Big Mac. Not very many.
I can't. I love a Big Mac.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I might have had one or two in my life. Seriously. I was never a fan of the Big Mac sauce. So, anyway, I get to Pennsylvania. In case anybody was wondering when I was going to get back to that story.
Yeah, let's...
Probably nobody, but anyway, hey, listen. This is a podcast, and I have things to say. So, I get to this terminal, and the guy's like, "Yeah, I can't load you. It's company policy. We can't load you if you had gasoline on your trailer last." And I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
I wonder why.
Because of the vapors. They didn't have a way to recover the vapors from the trailer. And so basically the vapors would be going up into the atmosphere, and it's a way that you could cause a fire or an explosion or something like that.
Fair enough.
So that's the reason. So I was like, "Are you kidding me? Did I just waste a trip up here?" You know, because
you couldn't like go do something to the trailer to release the vapors and get everything out of it?
no, I probably could have gone down the street and basically came back and said, "Yep, I cleaned it out." But I got other people involved, so
fair enough.
So what I had to do was I had to go to the terminal that I normally go to get a load of diesel, and I had to. They sent me a load. It was going to Westminster, Maryland, which is about an hour and 10 minutes away from where I was at.
Okay.
So I got the truck loaded, and I started over that way, and I stopped in Gettysburg. This is going to tie back in.
Remember Gettysburg.
Remember Gettysburg.
It comes back relevant to the story.
Yes. So I stayed in Gettysburg Tuesday night. And then I woke up Wednesday morning and I went to Westminster, Maryland to deliver this load, and I had to go back. During that time, I don't think I told you this on the phone, by the way, I thought I lost my Oakleys. I thought that, between the hotel room and Sheets where I stopped at that morning to get an energy drink, my Oakleys went missing. And these are not just any regular Oakleys. These are the Oakley Holbrook mix.
Halliburton or something?
No, they're Holbrooks.
Whatever.
They're like $250. So they're not cheap.
Aren't all Oakleys like $200?
No. You can get some that's like $150. You can get some cheaper Oakleys. But so on the way back, I stopped by the hotel. The guy was nice enough to let me go in there and check the room to see if I had left anything. And then I went over to Sheets, and I was like, well, if I left them in Sheets, nobody's going to turn them in. They're just going to go with them.
Somebody just picked them things up like, oh,
yeah,
sweet.
they got a fresh pair of Oakleys.
Dude, I've watched people go into Sheets before, go walk in the beer cave, go in there, grab 2 suitcases of whatever, and just turn and walk right out the back door again.
Is there no? There are no like detectors, are there?
No.
They have no way of telling, huh?
And like the one on not Ramsey Street, but the one on Rayford Road in Fayetteville has a security guard in there at all times.
There's a security guard at the one at the Murchison.
The Merc.
Yeah, well, he's only there at night. But I mean, there's no better time than at night in Fayetteville to be around stores that are 24 hours because that's when all the freaks come out. So anyway, when I got back to this terminal in Pennsylvania, I parked on the side of the road and I noticed that someone pulled in behind me. And I'm getting myself situated, and I look in my rearview mirror and I see this lady get out of her car, and I start talking to myself, and I'm like, what is this lady doing? And she gets out of her car and she stands back at like the back where my wheels are on my trailer, and she just stood there for a second, and I'm looking at her through my window, and I'm like, what is she doing? And then she just turns around and gets back in her car, and then I go about my own business, like I'm just sitting there, and then I just happened to look again, and she had gotten out of her car again, and she's walking towards my truck, like the front. And so I was like, what the fuck is this lady doing? Sorry for my language, Daddy. I'm sorry. This is just what I'm saying to myself. I'm not going to leave any details out of the story. This is actually what I'm saying. And I'm mouthing this so she can see that I'm saying this through my rearview mirror if she even knew to look. So anyway, she gets up to me, and I rolled the window down, and I'm like, hey, how's it going? And
hey, how you going? That's a spam call.
Oh, okay. So I'm like, hey, how's it going? And she's like, oh, it's just a beautiful day minus the clouds. It's just I'm just great. I'm happy to be here. She's like, how are you doing? And I'm like, I'm good. And then there's just kind of like an awkward pause. And I was like, so what you got going on there, And
describe the lady. What does she look like? I know you said she's an older lady.
She was an older lady. She had white hair. She wore glasses. She was a real thin lady. She had on a black shirt, and she had on like forest green pants and some sandals.
Like sweatpants?
No. They were like slacks, if that's what you want to call them. I don't know. They were pants. Whatever ladies wear, I don't know. But she
Whatever ladies wear.
yeah. And she was driving like a black Camry, like a mid 2000s model Camry. Not Camry, I'm sorry, Corolla. So she's like, yeah, I'm just happy to be here. You know, everything's great. And she asked me how I was doing, and I said, good. And she said, I see you're from North Carolina. That's cool. And I'm like, yeah, I drove up here, yesterday, and it was just kind of awkward. So I got out of my truck, and I walked. There was a guy parked in front of me that was driving a methanol truck, and I walked up to him, and I was kind of doing like the side eye, kind of like pointing at her.
Like, do you see this shit?
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, man, I was just coming up here to check to see what the line was looking like. And he was like, oh, I'm about to move. So he gets out of there. And she followed me to this guy's truck. Like, she walked behind me and stuff. And so he starts his truck and he moves, and I turn around and I go back, and I was just like, yeah, so what you got going on, And she's like, well, I saw your flashing light on the back of your trailer, and I just decided to follow you here. And I said, okay, so...
That's not hot at all.
Yeah. I was like, so when you left your house this morning, like, what were you...
What was the plan?
Where were you headed or whatever? And she was like, well... I saw a guy drive past my house on a motorcycle, and it's been a long time since I've ridden a motorcycle, so I wanted to catch a ride with him, and he just kept right on driving. So then some people were driving by my house, and it looked like they were telling me that they wanted me to go that way, and she was like, but I don't like going that way, so I went the other way, and now I'm here, basically.
So she has no clue what's going on. Really.
She
it is the blind leading the blind.
Dude, I've said this for the last, day. I believe the lady was lost, and I don't think that she was lost in a sense where like, can you give me directions? I'm trying to go here. I think that she was like, she's lost. Like, she had no idea why she was where she was at. So anyway, I got back in the truck because I told her that I was like, I'm about to go and drive through this gate right here, and she was like, okay, do you want me to follow you in, or do you want me to wait right here, or what? And I was like, yeah, I don't think that they will let you go in there. And she was like, okay, well, I'll just wait right here. So I moved up a little bit, and I saw that I didn't have enough room in there to move in. So I just kind of stopped, and at this point I had called Mindy, and I was like, hey, listen, you're never going to believe like what's going on, but I've had this lady to pull up behind me, and she doesn't really know what's going on, and she couldn't tell me why she was where she was at. She just saw the light blinking on my trailer, and here she is. And she was like, yeah, you should probably call the police. She's like, you never know, this lady might be trying to set you up. She might have people coming to get you or something like that. And I was like, well, I said, I've talked to her for a little bit, and I don't think that she's like, she's got anything like that going on. And she said, yeah, but you should still at least call the police. I said, you know what, I think that's a good idea, because if she is lost, like if she doesn't know where she's at, as far as she was trying to find somewhere, like I can't help her, because like I'm from North Carolina. I don't know any of this area. So I called 911, and they said, well, what's the address of your emergency? And I said, well, listen, I don't think that this is an emergency, but here's the address, such and such address. And I said, I just want to tell you, like, there's a lady who followed me to where I'm at, and I've been kind of asking her some questions, and she's just kind of saying that, she's basically just going with the flow. She's here now. And So they were like, okay, well, we'll send an officer. I said, I would really like for somebody to just come and do a wellness check on her to make sure that she's okay, you know? And so the dispatcher was like, if you will, just kind of stand with her and talk to her and see what's going on. And so I went up to her and after I got off the phone with 911, I was kind of making small talk, and I was like, so do you have any children? And she said, yeah, I've got 2 children, and actually they both live in North Carolina. And I was like, well, that's cool. And she said, one of them lives in Pinehurst and one of them lives in Charlotte. I said, okay, that's cool. You know, I've been to both of them. You know, I said, I would much rather go to Pinehurst than Charlotte. But, you know, anyway, I said, so is your husband still around? And she said, yeah, he's in a nursing home. I said, well, what did you used to do for work or whatever? And she said, well, I always worked retail. And I said, okay, so what about your husband? And she said, well, he served in the military, and then after the military, he was an air traffic controller. And she said, but he's now in a nursing home, and I go see him every day. And
is that where she should have been heading now?
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Maybe it's time for her to go join him. In the nursing home.
I do think
if
that
she's getting lost like that, man, that's not good.
I think that is that called early onset dementia?
Could be.
I guess I can keep saying, you know, basically what happened while I'm looking this up. But anyway, so the police officer shows up, and he drives past at first because he wasn't sure like what he was looking for. Early onset dementia refers to dementia diagnosed before the age of 65. It's also known as younger onset dementia and can manifest with similar symptoms to late onset dementia, but can have a different impact on individuals and their families. The most common causes include Alzheimer's, vascular dementia, and frontal temporal dementia. Key points. This is just a Google search. Early onset dementia is diagnosed in individuals younger than 65. If I were to guess, she's probably older than 65, so it wouldn't be early onset.
So it's just full blown. I think my dad has dementia. Like, not trying to make light or anything, but like, I think that's honestly what's wrong
So
with him.
has they ever checked it out or anything?
He won't go to the doctor for it. Or like if my sister does get like something for him or whatever for it, he'll Google what the pills are. And it's like, I ain't crazy.
Well, you just tell him, well, I don't think I'm crazy. Signs and symptoms, young or early onset dementia. Let's see what it says. Person experiences cognitive decline that leads to loss of the ability to function independently in social or work settings. The memory disorders division at Massachusetts General Hospital, blah, blah, blah. When someone is younger than 65 suffers from dementia, it is considered early onset dementia. People affected by early onset dementia are usually in their 40s or 50s, but early onset dementia is increasingly being diagnosed as early as age 30. So yes, I think I have early onset dementia. Reason why? Problems with memory, such as forgetting important events or conversations. I do that on a regular basis.
Daily.
Difficulty learning new information. Also do that on a daily basis. Trouble reasoning, solving problems, or understanding tasks. Poor judgment.
Welcome to It Gets
finding...
Dumber, where Mason does a whole medical breakdown and like discovers he has early onset dementia.
Yeah, turns out I need to go to the doctor because I think I got early onset dementia.
Yeah.
Increasing memory loss, growing difficulty in thinking through the steps of routine daily activities, confusion, such as mistaking a loved one for someone else, depression, agitation or aggression, believing things that are not real or seeing things that are not present.
That's
Difficulty
what my
with
dad
balance.
does. Seeing things that are not present.
Okay, so anyway, the police officer shows up, and he drives past us, and I kind of flag him down, and he comes back to me, and he's like, "Did you call?" And I said, "Yes." I said, this lady is parked behind me, and I've asked her several questions, and she doesn't really know why she's where I'm at, but she's here. And I said, I just really would like for someone to do like a wellness check on her to make sure that everything's okay. And he's like, okay. So he walks over. At this point, he had pulled in behind her, and she starts getting real nervous. She's like, I should go, and I was like, no, he's here for me. Because I told him, I was like, listen, I want you to let her think that you're here to tell me to move, because my truck was kind of in the road. And yeah, I said, so
sort of.
I said, so he's here to tell me to move. So he walks up to the car, and he's like, what are you up to, and he starts asking her these questions, and she's like, you got a lot of questions, and I don't have all the answers to it. But he's like, what is today's date? Do you know what month it is? Who's the president? Things like that. And she answers all of those questions. And he just kind of asks her general questions like, where are you off to, and where do you live? And she said Dillsburg, which is like 45 minutes away from where we work. So I don't know how she made it to me. I just don't know. But it's just kind of weird how it happened, man. And I'm genuinely concerned that maybe the lady has lost her way, and it's time for her to like be somewhere where someone can keep up with her for, an amount of time. And, after the police officer left, one of the trucks pulled out of the gate, and I said, hey, I'm going to move in. I'm going to go in there. And she was like, so do you want me to follow you in there, or do you want me to wait right here? And I said, yeah, I just don't think that they're going to let you come in there. And she said, okay, I'll wait right here. I shook her hand, and I said, hey, my name is Tristan. She said her name is Sally. And I went in through the gate, and that was that pretty much. There was a guy that came in behind me, and I said, hey, was that lady still there? And he was like, I never saw any lady. So that is going to play back into what I'm talking about. But anyway, I got my truck loaded, and I left to come back home. And now I was talking to a terminal operator while I was there, and I was telling him, what had just happened. And he said,
sorry, I hit the mic.
Yeah, he said, do you think she's going to follow you home? I said, well, I don't know, but she does have children that lives in North Carolina, so there you go. We both kind of laughed at it, but I mean, I was concerned about the lady. Listen, man, that's something that has never happened to me before, and I hope that everything's okay with her for real.
Hopefully, she got where she needed to be.
Hopefully she made it back home, and hopefully she called one of her family members and told them what happened, and they said, hey, you might want to let somebody know before you leave every day, so they can gather some information on where you're headed. But yeah, it was just a strange encounter, and then, that entire trip was just really weird. And then I have something else to talk about in a few minutes that really ties right back into it.
The only thing that's going to distract from that is the cop seen her too.
Yeah, so he did speak to her. So yes. So that would have literally had to have been an encounter that someone else witnessed too, which there is stories that...
Well, let's segue right on into that. Let's go.
Okay, so next on the list.
Since that was a pretty much a Mason story, I really had no input in it, really. I just tried to ask him.
You input those fucking magic cards into the deck. That's what you did.
I'm talking to you just fine now, ain't I? I'm still playing.
All right. So, next on the list, though, the Annabelle doll.
Candy Crush.
The Annabelle doll. The handler for the Annabelle doll, has mysteriously died. He died Sunday. His name was Dan Riviera. He died Sunday in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Where did I stay at Tuesday night? Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. He was on a tour with this doll. What he was doing was he was going around places, and I don't know whether he was like just presenting the doll and people could see it or what. Apparently, it's still in the glass case that says positively no one is to open this case or whatever.
There's some things you don't fuck with, man.
I agree.
That being one of them.
Yes, and the fact that he's like literally taking this possessed doll on tour with him, may not have been the most ideal thing to do, but he did it, and he passed away mysteriously. So, I guess just to give I'll say the guy first. The guy, as of Tuesday, his death remains undetermined, pending autopsy. I don't know how long it takes to do an autopsy like that, but that's just the latest information on him. And just to give a little backstory on the doll is a Raggedy Ann doll.
Yeah.
And the doll was purchased in 1970 from a hobby store by a mother who gave the doll to her daughter.
Yes.
It supposedly moved around on its own. It left notes, and it all but slashed people.
Yeah, I'm about to say, didn't it levitate at one point? Or
Yes,
later on?
Yes. So the doll is definitely not something to just kind of pick it up and throw it in the back of the car and go off on a freaking road trip with. But that's what this guy was doing. And, ultimately he passed away. I don't know if the doll, my opinion on that with paranormal things like that is I have to see it to believe it. So I would literally have to see this doll move for me to believe that it actually does move.
Do you believe there's things we cannot explain?
I do. And
okay.
So
do you think that paranormal stuff isn't possible?
Okay, so let's just tie into what I've been talking about for the past 30 minutes. This lady shows up behind me, and it could very well have been one of those things where you could be telling somebody a story who may have been in the same area as me, and they'd be like, I never saw anybody. I never saw a lady.
Yeah,
are you sure that there was a lady Yeah. Are you sure that there was a lady that followed you to this place? But see, the thing is she followed me up to that guy's truck too. So unless he was just speaking to me and he didn't even notice that she was standing there. I mean, there's a bunch of factors in this, The police officer did come and speak to her, unless the police officer was just a figment of my imagination too. But it's just crazy, dude. I stayed in Gettysburg.
Are you that sleep deprived, brother? You need to...
No. I've slept. I definitely slept the last few days. And I haven't lost any sleep thinking about, this. Well, I won't say I haven't lost any sleep thinking about this lady, but I have been concerned that, hopefully she's okay. But, it's just really crazy that the guy that's handling this doll dies in Gettysburg. And I stayed in Gettysburg. I go to this place and this lady's behind me. Just a lot of crazy stuff, man.
Fair enough.
So the next topic then would be,
Have you
ever witnessed anything paranormal?
Yes.
Tell me.
I come home one day and all the drawers and shit in the house were popped open. All the cabinets were open. The refrigerator doors open. Every door in the house is open. Not the house I'm currently staying at. This is one I was renting. Everything was open.
In South Carolina?
No, it was actually here in Dublin. The house I used to rent right up there.
I seriously didn't even know you rented a house in Dublin.
Yeah, it was only for 6 months.
Where was it at?
Straight down the road from your house, less a mile and a half maybe, if even. Is right there, straight in town, almost right across the street from the daycare.
Okay.
So
Jake Higgs, someone that we know used to live in a house.
The cat's out of the bag now.
Right beside the daycare.
Oh no, hell no, boy! Y'all done up and done it.
I'm sorry, Jake. If you ever listen,
I have closed out the magic, so now you can't bitch at me about playing magic.
I have your undivided attention now.
Not really, because I'm playing with the other shit on the computer.
30 minutes later.
Oh my lord! It took you basically 30 minutes to tell the goddamn story.
So you came home.
Yeah,
Everything's
open. Like everything. The DVDs on the DVD rack, every other one is turned facing down. Nobody was home. Nothing was stolen. Like it was just weird.
So what went through your mind when you first got home, though?
Like, what the fuck happened in here?
Did you think you got robbed?
Yeah, I was like, damn. But the TV and shit, like, as soon as you walked in there, you seen, like, I had, like, this was fucking 15 years ago. I had a 55-inch TV, which that was massive then.
Uh-huh.
It's still there, and, like, hell, and, like, my PlayStation 3 was still there. So I'm like, if somebody broke in and robbed the place, first thing they're going to do is take the TV and PlayStation.
Yeah. Actually, that house I'm telling you about, which was right across the street from the daycare, did get robbed, and they stole an Xbox 360 and a rifle out of there.
You steal a gun, that's hard time. You get caught for it.
Yeah.
They don't play that shit. They're like Gator. Gator don't play that shit. Yeah, so, there's that. I played with a Ouija board before. Seen some shit with it. I know apparently it's like your subconscious moving it or whatever. But yeah, we don't fuck with that shit no more.
Yeah.
Like,
me and my sister,
I've seen shit like I can't explain. Like, see shit like you see somebody standing there and you turn back and then you don't see them.
So I've never seen anyone, but I saw something one time and just a feeling came across me. And I was like, I cannot explain it, but I've got to get out of here.
Yeah, that's your gut telling you like shit ain't right. Get the fuck out.
Yeah, but I don't know if I could say that was paranormal though.
No, that's like I think people really do have a sixth sense. Like you said, you were there and you like something like, hey, I need to get the fuck out of here. I think people really do have that. Like, some shit's about to go down.
Well, I have actually seen some things that I can't explain. And
well, let's hear yours. I showed you mine. See yours.
You showed me yours. Now I want to show you mine. So first of all, this is how it happened. There's this place in Whiteville. It's called Bolt Plant. That's where we go to. Oh yeah, I saw it. So I used to go there all the time at night when I was on night shift. And the first thing that happened was I was there and I was unloading. And I heard there's a distinct sign. I drive a tanker truck. It's hollow on the inside whenever there's no fluid in there. So it makes a distinct sound. When you go alongside of it, you slap it and it makes a sound. With your hands, kind of, yeah. So I was standing there unloading at Whiteville Bolt Plant one night and I heard just pop, 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 pop. And it sounded like somebody was walking alongside of my trailer slapping the tank. And so I'm like, I go and walk around the corner of the trailer and I don't see anybody. And I was like, what the hell?
It was the ghost of Fuel Man Past. Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, well, the same place as when something else happened over there. But anyway.
I mean, there could be something there. Like, I believe there's like the Mandela effect and all that shit pipping over. Like, what happens if that's just like things are in a different like wavelength than what we are, and sometimes we bump into each other.
Or there's another dimension that we can't comprehend, and we are coexisting with other beings.
Like there could be shit sitting right there. There could be like a space ghost fucking your ear hole right now.
That's why my ears hurt, probably.
Yeah, maybe that's why I keep feeling shit in mine all the time.
Yeah. If that's your kink, dude, if you can hear me.
Do you remember the Family Guy episode where like all the kids were having ear sex instead of like actual sex?
Yeah.
The best part of the whole fucking episode is whenever it was Tom Tucker. He's like, now the new saying is, once you go black, you go deaf.
Yeah. I mean, he's probably not far off base with that.
Like that'd probably be murder.
But
yeah, like what else did you see out there?
The same place. I went there one night, and when you get there, you check the level of the tanks, and
that was a rough hit.
You check the level of the tanks, you hook your hoses up, you switch the valves, and then you go and turn the pumps on. So when I got there, it was dark. There was nothing going on. And so I went and I checked the levels of the tanks, I switched the valves, I hooked my hoses up, and I turned the corner of my trailer, to go and turn the pumps on, and there was a short truck. We call them short trucks. They're basically the same trucks that we drive. They're just a lot shorter, and there's no trailer. It's just all the same
all
truck.
Like a flatbed. The tank's on like a flatbed.
No, it's just kind of the tank is built onto the chassis of the truck.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's got like an extended frame. To that I say,
why is it not on the soundboard?
I haven't put it on there yet. I still got the video pulled up, and we've probably been echoing this whole time because the echo thing was up.
Oh, it'll be all right. I'm sure it won't be hard.
Echo.
Hello.
Echo.
Hello. Okay.
Back to
all right.
Same place.
Same place.
Short truck. Built-in tank.
I walked around the corner, and the marker lights on the top of the truck. I call them marker lights. So if you're looking directly forward on a truck,
that's what they're called, right?
Yeah, they're marker lights. Yeah, if you're looking directly forward at a truck, there are these. They're like 4 lights across the top of the cab. They're called marker lights. And then along the back of these trucks, it also had marker lights along both sides of the tank. Those are the only lights on. There is no way that you could turn just the marker lights on a truck. When you say, like, you know how there's 3 different like ways that you can have your headlights on. You could have it on like
your running lights,
and then like full lights and then auto.
Yeah.
When you turn on your running lights, the headlights come on too, and your marker lights. That's the only way you can do it. There's no way you can just turn your marker lights on.
Right.
Only the marker lights were on this truck. So I was like, well, that's strange. So I go and I turn the pump on and I start pumping, and I'm standing there and I'm like,
that's what she said.
Yeah. So I'm standing there and I'm like, yeah, that was kind of strange. I mean, I don't remember seeing those lights on whenever I got here. So I just walked to the back of my trailer and I looked, and those lights were not on anymore. So I'm like, well, damn, that's strange.
It could be paranormal. It could be you have a loose wire somewhere.
Well, I went to my boss and I told him about it the next day, like after this happened.
You should have went in there and been freaking out, like, man, fucking lights come on.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what I did. I was like, listen, man, this is the second time I have been to the bulk plant and something has happened. And he's like, well, maybe there was a short or whatever. And I'm thinking, there's no way that there could be a short in just the marker lights because they are wired into the running lights on the truck. So if your marker lights are shorting out, then your running lights have got to be shorting out. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just telling you, I was pumping off the truck. I walked back to check, and they're off. And then when I got finished, I drained all the hoses out, and I go back to go and turn the pumps off. The lights were back on again. I started freaking out.
I'm sorry. I'm a big kid because I just started giggling when you said I started pumping off the truck.
Yeah, I was winking off the truck. Okay.
I mean, maybe that Kenworth needs to get off.
Yeah, and it was like. It was much obliged because there was a lot of fuel that came out of the truck.
What happens if it's really Optimus Prime is your truck and like you just pumped it off and like now the Autobots are going to save
That's
us
funny
all.
Because me and Corey was talking about there's this app that you go to find like what gas stations near you has diesel in your network where you can get diesel in your truck, and it's called Invecticon, I believe, or something like that. And Corey was like, isn't that what they called like some of the robots in Transformers? And I was like,
Decepticons.
I was like, no, they're Decepticons. And so after I got fuel that day, I was like, yeah, I finally found something on the Decepticon app to get some diesel from.
Well,
but
we got a new app at work to do our time and stuff, and like it's UGK.
Underground Kings.
Underground Kings.
Yes, sir. But anyway, that's just my experiences with paranormal. And there was one other time when I was living with my son's mom. I was not with my son's mom, but I was living with her.
Y'all were roommates.
No, well,
yeah, y'all were living in the same house. Y'all were roommates. Y'all wasn't a couple. Y'all were just roommates.
Yeah, so my bedroom was downstairs, her bedroom was upstairs. So I could always tell when she was coming downstairs though, because the stairs they had like a noise that they would make when you were walking down the stairs. So one night I was laying in the bed, it was late, and I heard that noise. It sounded like her coming down the stairs. And I was like, well, in just a second, she's going to knock on the door. So I sit there for a few seconds and there was no knock on the door. But I felt like somebody had their hand around my throat and they were choking me.
You could have had what the fuck are those things called? Sleep paralysis. You ever heard of that?
I wasn't
shit?
asleep though.
Well, sleep paralysis like you're awake, but like you can't move and shit.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, like you have like vivid nightmares and stuff.
I have heard it before, but I never really. Let's see. I'm looking it up now. Sleep paralysis. Sleep paralysis is a temporary inability to move or speak that occurs while falling asleep or upon waking, often accompanied by hallucinations. It is a normal part of REM sleep, but can be experienced as a disorder when it occurs outside of REM sleep transitions. While frightening, it is generally not dangerous and doesn't require treatment for most people. I did not know that. So, when is there a way to tell when a person, like if I'm observing you asleep, is there a way that I could tell when you're in REM sleep?
There's some way they do it, like whenever they do sleep studies and shit. I don't know if it's like you're breathing. I know your eyes move, like they actually move. When you're asleep.
Right. Yeah, I've had
Like,
sleep.
unless they like got the thing you to hold your eyeballs open and like look. I mean, I'm sure there's some way they can tell, like brainwave patterns or something.
Yeah, I've had a sleep study before, and they told me I was fat and I needed to use a CPAP.
Yeah, you don't got to use that thing anymore, do you?
No, I'll tell you what, though, I got some good sleep when I was on the CPAP, and when you put that thing on and you sealed your face, it was like clockwork. You were out, and you were sleeping good.
Huh.
There'd be days when I would wake up and I had slobbered all over my face and the damn. Oh,
Dude, there's mornings I wake up and half my beard is matted to my face where I've drooled in my sleep. It looks like I've been taking face shots all night long.
you probably were.
I mean, I could be those fucking space ghosts, man. They had to finish somewhere.
Yeah.
I guess they picked the side of my face.
Do you have vivid dreams?
Sometimes. You
I
want to
do
have
too.
drink some apple juice before you go to sleep. That'll give you some vivid ass dreams.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
There's something in the apple juice. Does it, man?
I never knew that. I'll try that sometime.
Yeah. Just,
Are you saying just not like
I don't
not like any kind of nightmare or anything, just like a very in-depth
I guess
dream?
that depends on like what your mind state is whenever you go to sleep. It's going to be vivid, and it could go bad, could go good.
Dude, I don't want to get too graphic, but I
Let's
remember
get graphic.
Yeah, okay. So
Let's get X-rated.
do you remember there was a period in time like between I'd say like between let's say after 9/11 and I don't know to about 2010 where there was always these people who got captured by the Al Qaeda and stuff and they were beheading them all the time and they were making like these public
you get the videos and shit. And
yeah, dude. I watched one time and it actually wasn't like over there in the Middle East. It was actually in Mexico. And there were these. You
watched one of the drug cartel ones.
Yes.
They done that shit on purpose than to make that fucker suffer.
Yes. So one of them, there were two dudes sitting beside each other. I will never forget it. The reason why I'll never forget it is because it was welded into the front of my mind. Every time I went to sleep, when I closed my eyes, I would see this video. And I lost days of sleep because of it. But there were two dudes laying beside each other. And I don't know if they had a choice of which way they wanted to go or what. But one of them had a chainsaw, one of them had a pocket knife. And that's how things went down. One of them got the chainsaw, one of them got the pocket knife.
And they fought to the death?
No. These two dudes were sitting against a wall, and there were two other guys. One had a chainsaw, one had a pocket knife.
Oh, chainsaw, messy.
Chainsaw was quick. Pocket knife was not. Let's just say pocket knife guy got to watch chainsaw guy while
pocket knife guy was finishing out the rest of his run.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do some damage with pocket knife. I mean, did he slit his throat at least, or did
he cut all of it off? It was like same thing that happened with chainsaw guy happened with pocket knife guy.
So he beheaded him with the pocket knife.
Yes,
dude, that's too much fucking work. Get a machete.
I mean,
an axe, a sword, a skill saw, a sawzall.
This turned dark really quick.
It did. I think the last beheading video I seen was a drug cartel one from like Colombia or somewhere, and it had the dude was laying down. The guy it was just him laying there, and the guy walks up, puts his foot on his back, grabs the hair of his head, snatches his head back, and takes this dull ass machete, and just starts sawing at his throat.
Oh, dude.
And dude, as the dude's like going, "Urgh," and like the sounds he's making are horrible until like he finally makes it through. And like he gets halfway through and like dude's done. But like he's committed at this point. He's got to finish the deal with that dull. Dude, y'all have a bench grinder somewhere. Put an edge on that fucker before you go in there.
But that's the thing is like they keep them dull for suffering purposes, right?
I understand that, but Jesus, man.
This is like, so welcome to the dark side of It Gets Dumber, everybody.
Right. Yeah, I mean, halfway.
Sorry that the conversation went this direction.
I mean, I'm not. This is how it goes.
This is how it goes. It is how it goes.
This is how it be.
But yeah, dude, that like image of those two guys was like welded into my like the back of my eyelids.
Look at me. Like, how old were you when you saw this? So
like, this was not long ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'd say it was probably within the last 10 years.
You didn't send it to me.
No, man. Nobody needed to see that.
This is how fucked up of an individual. If like anybody that like has my phone number that's listening to this, if you get fucked up shit and see it, I want to see the fucked up shit too. Send me the fucked up shit,
dude. I can't, dude. I'll have nightmares.
I was the one like looking up like shit like One Man One Jar.
Never seen it.
Oh, dude, you will never look at a Mount Olive pickle jar the same way again.
Did he cut off his parts?
No, that the cutting off the parts is the BME Pain Olympics. That's the dudes cutting off the tallywhackers.
Yeah.
And like cutting their ball out and popping it out of the sack. And
shit. Yeah, I've seen that one. Yes.
Yeah, and then there's of course Two Girls One Cup. Everybody's seen that.
What? So get to the man in the jar.
I want you to watch One Man One Jar.
No, dude.
Let's see if I can find it.
No, I don't want to see it.
Watch it.
I don't want, dude.
I'm gonna scar you.
I'm telling you, man. I will have nightmares. I don't want to see it.
Okay, I won't.
Just give me
It's just like a camera is sitting on the floor in a man's house.
Okay.
He proceeds to walk up and then proceed to sit on a Mount Olive pickle jar with the lid on the ground, glass part pointed up. He is going down on it, and he gets a good portion of it up in there, and the lid pops off, and the only thing you hear is whoosh, and blood just starts coming out as a fountain as he starts digging pieces of glass out of his anus.
So the lid was still on the jar, but the lid part was on the floor.
Yeah, you had the lid pointing down.
So he
didn't want to go lid up. He went lid down.
Okay.
And whenever he got in there, I guess he didn't have that bitch on there tight. I mean, if I'm gonna shove that up my ass, I'll put a couple dots of super glue on that fucker to make sure it ain't going nowhere.
But the lid came off. But the lid coming off wouldn't make the jar break.
Yeah, it would. Like, you got how much pressure his sphincter is putting on that glass jar that's sealed, and as that lid comes off, that changes the pressure inside the jar. And
welcome to this episode of two professors talking about the freaking pressure in a jar as it goes inside your rectum.
I'm trying to tell you why the jar busted in the man's ass.
I know. I'm listening.
This is not conversations that you normally hear in the real world. Like, so the jar like busted because the lid popped off and it changed the pressure, and like the pressure from his ass on that jar just couldn't take it anymore. And
wow.
Yeah, and then there's Kids in the Sandbox. That's one.
Never heard of that one.
That is a dude laid back, like in, I guess, I don't know if he's laying down or in a recliner. He's in a reclined position anyways, as a chick is giving him a handy jammer.
Uh-huh.
And she proceeds to pull out like a stick vibrator that she proceeds to start rubbing up and down the shaft, and then takes and gingerly pulls it up to the tip of his phallus.
Yes.
And then starts running it in and out of his urethra hole over and over.
The vibrator.
The vibrator.
Wow.
In his piss hole.
Wow.
Yes. And I don't know if that's the oh yeah that feels good moans or the moans of oh my god my dick is getting split open. Anyway, then there's other good ones like Tub Girl, Goatsy. I know you've seen Goatsy, just a dude standing there with his fingers in his ass gaped open.
No, but I think I have seen the Tub Girl. Is that the one where she's sitting
I've
there
sent you Tub
and
Girl. I've sent you the
there's
picture
a
of
stream coming
yeah,
from...
right in her face.
Okay, yeah, I've seen that one.
I know I've sent you that. I've sent you that one in the last 6 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll just randomly send people bullshit like that sometimes. Just random shit I've come across. I'll just be like, you know who needs to see this? Everybody.
I'm cool with like the Tub Girl thing, but
yeah, I'm not like don't send you like actual real life murders. We just
I don't care.
We just want to watch documentaries about them. We don't want to watch the actual process.
Yeah, I don't care to see murders, and I don't care to see animals getting murdered or anything.
Yeah, I don't like animals getting fucked up.
Yeah, me and Corey today we were talking about
You know what? Oh, sorry, like
go ahead.
You and Corey. I'm just gonna go back to like the animals getting fucked up part. I'll go back to that.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. You and Corey.
No, we were talking about that. We were talking about like what the process is at Smithfield with like the hogs and stuff.
Yeah, it's terrible, but you know what? Bacon is fucking delicious.
Yeah, I mean, that's not going to stop me from going to get a bacon, egg, and cheese.
Like all the vegetarians and stuff that's like, oh, we gotta stop killing the animals. Look at that beautiful antelope as it runs across the Serengeti, and then like here comes a fucking lion behind it, and takes the fucker down, and drags it off and eats it.
Yeah, I don't care to see that, but I'd rather see that than see them going through a processing plant.
Fair enough. But no, I was going to say, like, I don't like watching the animals get fucked up, but I love watching animals fuck up people. You remember the old When Animals Attack videos?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I love them shits.
Dude, the one where the freaking tiger, like, scales up the side of the truck and there's people sitting in the back of it.
Oh, yeah.
My God, dude. That was like one solid motion. That tiger just like
up there.
Yeah,
he's like all you can eat buffet is open.
Yeah, that is impressive. And so remember, we go back to last episode when we were talking about if there were big dogs like there are big cats.
I actually found a YouTube video talking about that, but my phone died as I started watching it, and I haven't went back to it.
Oh, cats are some agile creatures.
Cats are
very athletic.
Cats are killers.
Yes,
like they are murderers. Like.
So I'm back on Team Cat with this. At first I was like, no, probably dogs because dogs are much more powerful than cats. But the thing is,
but
the size of a dog compared to the size of a cat. I
did hear in that video I was talking about, he did raise one very valid point on why bigger cats like probably are more better killers than dogs. Dogs just bite. That's pretty much it. They just bite. Cats go in biting, clawing, and they like use their body as like fucking tackle weights and shit. Like, watch a wolf take down something or whatever. It just bites it and drags it down. Watch a fucking leopard or something get something. It latches onto the fucking throat and fucking windmills its ass around it. Latches a claw into the side of it and then starts beating it with the other one.
Yeah,
so I think, big cats probably do win. Because I ain't fucking with no tiger. No. I would love to go to, like... I mean, I guess the only one really left is Carol Baskins now, but fuck that bitch.
Oh, that reminds me, we haven't checked in to see if the letter to Joe Exotic is finished yet.
Oh, yeah, man, we got to write one. What is Doc Andel? Isn't that the dude's
name?
Dude, how did these dudes like get these like cults and shit going?
I don't know.
He is not exactly like a Johnny Depp looking motherfucker or anything, but he's got like these hot ass chicks with him.
Yeah.
Like, how do you, like, what, do you got, like, some severe daddy issues
I don't know,
something?
man. Sometimes...
Like, hey, I'll be your daddy, and look at this giant cat.
Exotic animals bring a crowd sometimes, man.
I mean, yeah, but, like, and then you, like, brainwash those bitches and shit?
Something like that, yeah.
I don't know. What's he in jail for? I don't even know what he's in jail for.
I didn't see the article, but Trey was like, yeah, we should write him, too. You think Trey would ever answer the phone and actually be on the podcast? Because we got to ask him, is the letter finished or not? We've got to get this thing in the mail so we can get the ball rolling on this. What does that sound? Are you trying to like FaceTime him?
No, I'm calling him on Discord.
Oh, okay.
His cell service sucks so bad. It's the only way I can reliably get up with him is to call him on Discord.
Okay. Well, that'll work too. What do you think he's got going on? Today's Thursday.
I don't know. Okay, he's probably at work, so he ain't gonna answer.
Yeah, at this many rings, probably not.
Yeah, Discord said, "Hey, give up."
Well, maybe he'll call back, and we'll just find out.
He's probably gonna call back and be like, "Hey, we're gonna play Call of Duty."
Are you ready? You got it booted up?
When you just said, "Are you ready?" the only thing I could fucking think of was Chris Angel. Are you ready?
No, man. Corn.
No, that would be, "Are you ready?" And instead of, "Are you ready?"
Are you ready? You got it. Have you got it booted up?
No, you made me cut magic off. You said I wasn't being a good podcast person, even though like we had to wait for you to get through your like
You could have had some insight.
monologue. I asked questions where I felt they were needed.
Okay, next on the list, by the way.
There's still more on the list.
Yeah.
Huh.
This lady's name was Sally.
The one that followed you?
Yes. So that made me think, like, I have never met anyone named Sally that was young. I only meet old people named Sally.
There's a few names that are definitely like old lady names. Okay.
Like Betty.
I know a younger Betty. Like mid-40s.
So there is one name that I thought about this while I was driving today, and I was going to say one name that I do know that is like an old name, but I can't say it because there is a younger person that we know with this name that is normally old people.
Eunice?
No.
That's an old lady name. Oh, yeah. Fair.
That is normally an old person name.
That is normally an old person name. It is. Eunice is an old lady name. We're probably never going to see any more Eunices ever.
So I will say a name that kind of started coming around like in our like 20s that my grandmother was named, and like I had never known anybody to have this name but old people until we started seeing people like actresses and stuff. But Emma, yeah. I had a grandmother named Emma, and like I had never seen any young people named Emma until like our mid-20s when like Emma Stone.
Emma Stone, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, another old lady named Phyllis.
Phyllis, yes.
I know a couple Phyllises. I think they're going to be some of the last Phyllises.
And here's one, like, I've always met middle-aged women named this. Like, it's never like an older lady. It's never a younger lady. Lisa.
Yeah. Deborah, too.
Deborah is like a middle-aged name.
Lady, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll never see another Dolores.
Dolores is an outdated name. I don't think I know. I have a person in my family named Dolores, but I've never really met anyone else named Dolores.
I've never met anybody under Social Security age.
What are some more older lady names?
Lois.
I've never really met anybody named Lois.
The only time I've ever met anybody named Lois is whenever I'm watching TV and we got Lois Griffin or Lois Lane.
Lois Lane is one. But in the Superman show, she's young.
Yeah, it's called Superman's Young, but I'm just saying.
What were the names of the Golden Girls?
Oh, man, you put me on the spot. Blanche.
Blanche is one. Okay, how many ladies named Blanche have you ever met?
Blanche. Dorothy.
Dorothy is an old lady name.
Dorothy is old.
I have a grandmother named Dorothy.
God, I'm blanking on the last one. Oh, God, everybody's going to yell at me about this.
Hold on. Names of the Golden Girls. There's Blanche, Dorothy, Sophia, Rose.
Rose, that's it. Rose.
I've never really met a lady named Rose. I've met a Rosa, but never Rose.
I think like the Golden Girls is the reason I love old ladies.
You love old ladies? How, Jeremy?
Dude, like Dr. Quinn could fucking get it.
But during Dr. Quinn, she was a middle-aged lady, though.
Yeah, and I was like fucking 8.
Yes.
Okay.
So we've named a bunch of women's names. What are some old guys' names that you never see like a young guy this name? George is one of those names that I think
I
of.
know a couple younger Georges.
You do?
Yeah.
What about
Walter?
Albert?
Walter.
Okay, so I work with a guy. He's right on the cusp of being like middle to twilight age, Walter. But yes. What about Albert?
Yeah, the only Albert I know. Well, no, I know two. They're both like hitting 70-ish range.
What about Harry?
Whenever I started at work, the dude that was in training with me at the same time, his name was Harry.
Was he an older guy or younger
No,
guy?
he's younger than me.
Okay. My old landlord's name was Harry, and he's like probably 80 years old now.
He had the funniest name too. Like his parents hated him.
He had the funniest name. Why?
Yeah, because his first name was Harry, and his last name
Sachs.
No, it wasn't Sachs. Dude, I couldn't look at him. But, dude, I'm like, oh, look at scrotum over here. Dude, that's what I would have started calling to. Like, your new nickname, Scrot.
Okay. What was his last name?
Oh, God, I don't want to dox him. It rhymed. His name rhymed.
Harry Barry, Harry Mary, Harry Larry.
You were close with the first one. Put a do in front of that.
Harry Dewey?
No.
Harry.
We had a run in with a Dewey.
Harry Louis?
Dewberry. His name was Harry Dewberry.
Harry DeBerry.
Harry Dewberry.
Harry Dingleberry. Yeah. So what are some men's names? Let's say
Like we've hit Albert, Walter.
Albert is definitely like so. But most people whose name's Albert, they go by Al though, and that was my other landlord's name was Al.
Randolph.
Ronald is an old man name.
Ronald. The only younger Ronald that we knew is no longer with us.
Yeah, Ronald Page. Ronald, yes. Ronald, turn the page on the topic and go to the next one.
Just goddamn it. Oh, man. Okay. All right, sir.
Names of men who are always old. Let's see. Gandalf. Merlin. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Fucking naming wizards and space wizards?
Yeah.
They're always old because
Albus Dumbledore.
it really is just naming fucking wizards.
Robert, Jean, Morgan.
I know more chicks named Morgan than I do dudes.
Well, Morgan Wallen.
I know more chicks named Morgan than I do dudes.
That didn't help at all actually because like
It named fictional fucking characters.
Yeah. I just typed in names of men who are always old. Doc.
Type it like you still got.
Okay, hold on.
Type
Alfred, Walter, Clarence, Arthur.
Arthur, yeah, that's a good one. Type in Google. Type in most popular men's names from 1940.
Okay, hold on. Let's keep the dialogue going.
1940.
Most.
I'm gonna say 1940. David's probably gonna be the number one name.
But David is more like a universal.
It's one of the Bible
name.
names that gets used all the times. That's what my little brother's first name was, David.
Most popular men's name in the 1940s. James, Robert, and John.
I was wrong.
There's 92 more rows, so let me check.
92 more?
Yeah, James, Robert, John, William, Richard, David, Charles, Thomas, Michael, Ronald.
In the top 10.
Ronald is literally number 10. And then there's Larry, Donald, Joseph, Gary, George, Kenneth, Paul, Edward, Jerry, Dennis. Was
it the Menace?
We went to school with a Dennis.
We did go to school with a dentist. We went to school with two Dennises.
Frank, Daniel, Raymond, Roger. I do not associate Roger with a younger name.
Fair enough.
Steven, I don't associate that with a younger name either. Gerald.
I know quite a few younger Stevens.
Yeah. Walter is number 27, actually, so you were close. Harold is number 28. Stephen, Douglas, Lawrence, Terry, Wayne, Arthur is number 34. Jack, Carol, for some reason, spelled Carl. Oh, sorry, that's not Carol. That's Carl. Carl. I figured Carl would be higher up on the list. I don't know why I said Carol.
Carl.
Henry, Willie, Bruce. I'm in the 40s now. Like,
might as well get nude.
okay, so listen to this. So men's names are tougher because like you see like Jameses now that are young people. You see Roberts, they call him Rob. You see a lot of Johns. You see a lot of Williams, what they call Will.
You see a lot of Johns? You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I see them all the time.
Is that your side business? See
Yeah,
a lot
they
of
come and
Johns?
go.
Okay. Yeah.
They literally
charge
come
about an hour or the throw?
Yeah, they come.
If I was a hooker, I'd charge about a throw or no, thinking about that. Hopefully
they charge by the BJ.
Yeah, charge by the throw, not by the hour. Because you can
get a flat rate.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, that's what I would do. That'd
okay, listen.
Model.
Female names popular in the 1940s. Mary.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know very many like young people's named Mary.
We went to high school with one girl named Mary.
Did we?
Yes.
Okay. Linda's number 2.
She was in my art class. I can't remember her last name.
Was she non-American?
No. She was American.
Oh, I know. Never mind. I know.
There was a couple of Megans, actually, because there was one Megan that you had the hots for when we were in high school.
Yeah. Listen. Mary, Linda, Barbara, Patricia, Carol, Sandra, Nancy, Sharon, Judith, Susan, Betty, Carolyn, Margaret, Shirley, Judy, Karen, Donna, Kathleen, Joyce, Dorothy. Dorothy is also another like old lady name.
Yeah, we said Dorothy.
We did?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. You said Betty. The only thing I'd throw this in, there's a good like
Betty was number 11.
Like punk band called Go Betty Go. It's an all chick band. It's pretty good.
Let me see. I saw another one. So Brenda, which is my mother's name, is number 26. Virginia's number 28.
I knew Virginia was going to be on there somewhere.
Maryland is number 29.
Maryland,
yeah.
Okay, like Maryland. You said Virginia, then immediately said Maryland. I'm like, they're naming them after the fucking state. I was like, oh, wait a minute, like Marilyn Monroe. My bad. There's my blonde moment for the fucking
number
day.
30, Martha. Number 33, Bonnie. I thought we may have said.
What are you doing in the morning?
I gotta go to therapy. I gotta be there at 10 o'clock in the morning.
They changed my days off because of some situations at work.
So you're off Friday and Saturday?
No, I'm off tomorrow and got to work Saturday.
And you're off Sunday?
I'm off Sunday.
Damn, sucks.
Yeah.
We got Cars and Coffee Saturday.
Yeah, I was hoping I had a car fixed by then. That's
what?
I may go rip some lips in the morning and then come home and work on the car. Sounds like a solid plan to me.
Sounds like it. I wish I could, but I gotta go to therapy in the morning.
He's taking therapy to get his butthole stretched out so he can get that man all the pickle jar in there.
Deborah is literally number 68 in the 1940s.
Really? That doesn't seem like it should be that deep in the list.
Yeah. I'm just going out like Catherine is number 77.
Oh yeah, that's an old lady name.
Yeah, it is. Sylvia is number 82.
Dr. Hook in the Medicine Show, man. Sylvia's mother.
Okay, Catherine and Kathy are two different. Well, like Kathy's number 88, Catherine is number 77. That is crazy, actually. 77 Catherine, 88 Kathy. That is crazy. That's a coincidence.
What a coinky dink. Oh wait a minute. Hold on.
That is correct.
What was that one?
I don't remember.
Push it again. Let me see. If
Sorry,
I can...
everybody, but we got to figure out which button. I forgot which button's which.
That is correct.
Okay. That one.
Gotcha, bitch.
Gotcha, bitch.
I could definitely hear that one.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Anyway.
Play on buttons.
Ruby is number 101.
I had an aunt named Ruby.
Lynn is number 108. We know somebody named Lynn.
Yeah, I do. My sister.
Also.
Yeah.
I hope that didn't make a lot of noise. So let's go from 1940s. Let's go to 1960s. Let's just. I know you're about ready to put some lipstick on this pig, but let's just see.
Yeah, because your boy's hungry and I'm tired of eating your grapes.
Me too. And I've got Sloppy Joe's waiting.
Well, come on, let's go get sloppy.
Hold on, let's just.
I like it. I like them sloppy.
Let's just do 1960s because that's like.
That's when the hippies started having babies. So we're gonna see a lot of like flower and.
No, actually,
rainbow.
The men's is Michael, David, John, James, Robert, Mark, William, Richard, Thomas, Jeffrey, Stephen, Joseph, Timothy, Kevin, Scott, Brian, Charles.
So
Paul,
it's basically the exact same fucking list.
Pretty much.
Okay. So if we done like the ones from like 2010s, it's gonna be all like Drake and
hold on,
Breeden, Dallas.
Popular names in the 2010s. Oh God, dude.
Did I get it?
No. Number 1 is Noah. Number 2 is Liam. Number 3 is Jacob. Number 4 is William. Number 5 is Mason. Number 6 is Ethan. Number 7 is Michael. Number 8 is Alexander. Number 9 is James. Number 10 is Elijah. Number 11 is Benjamin. Number 12 is Daniel. Number 13 is Aiden. Number 14 is Logan. Number 15 is Jaden. Number 16 is Matthew. Number 17 is Lucas. 18, David. Okay.
Yeah, we just need like top 10.
Okay.
I'm surprised. People that name their kids shit. Oh, fuck. Okay. Try people that name their kids weird shit, like the celebrities that name their kid like Apple or some shit.
As far as boys' name in the 2020s, Liam took the number 1 spot for the second year in a row.
I wonder if they possessed a certain set of skills.
Possibly.
Skills.
Okay, top baby names of 2020 for boys: Liam, Noah, Jackson, Aiden, Elijah, Grayson, Lucas, Oliver, Caden, Matteo for some reason.
Matteo?
Muhammad.
Mateo?
Maybe Mateo. Let's just say Aiden and Jaden makes the top 20.
Oh, somebody should name their kid Africa Bambaataa.
Okay.
If you and Mindy have a kid, y'all should name it Africa Bambaataa.
So female names in the 2020s: Sophia, Olivia, Riley, Emma, Ava, Isabella, Aria, Aaliyah, Amelia, Mia, Layla, Zoe, Camilla, Charlotte, Ilana.
Welcome to Iggy's Number, where we name off all the names.
Listen, we are just a most popular names podcast now.
I mean, yeah, we went from murder to fucking baby names.
Murder to baby names.
Paranormal, murder, baby names.
Okay,
we cover all the bases.
Before we close, archaeologists found 115,000-year-old human footprints where they shouldn't be. This is on Popular Mechanics. I don't know why Popular Mechanics has stories like this.
It's a scientific magazine?
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was a mechanics magazine.
No, it's not actually just for mechanics. Like, you're not going to crack it up and find a fucking ad for Snap-on in there.
Fossilized footprints in Saudi Arabia show human traffic on the cusp of subsequent ice age. Like carbon dating, scientists use isotopes and context clues to calculate the approximate age of fossils. These human prints were surrounded by animals, but not hunted animals, indicating humans were just thirsty. So yeah, 115,000 years ago.
I say a lot of humans are thirsty. Have you seen fucking Instagram and shit?
Yeah, that's true.
I get so tired of like if you scroll, it was like it's just a video of somebody sitting there, like they got the audio from somebody else, and it's just them sitting there making faces and mouthing the shit that they're saying. Like, why? Why the fuck are you doing this? Like, what? Oh, I need to make some content, so I'm gonna sit here in front of this and just play this audio, and I'm gonna sit here and mouth or like I may make.
Oh, that's TikTok, dude.
Yeah, make it
That's
fancy,
TikTok.
and like I'm gonna change outfits and like act it out. And why?
Because that's what entertain
Why?
people
That's
now.
not fucking entertaining.
It's entertaining to somebody.
People need to raise their fucking standards.
I'm not disagreeing.
Dude, fucking
with
start
you.
jerking off or something. Shit, do something productive.
I think that just people have ran out of ideas when it comes to that.
Hollywood definitely ran out of ideas because we can't have an original fucking movie anymore. We gotta have a remake of something we had growing up.
Didn't we just have another Jurassic Park movie come out?
Yeah, there's another one fucking coming now.
After this one just came out, there's another one coming out.
I'm pretty sure there's gonna be another one. Give it a couple years, there'll be another one.
Wow, dude.
Dude, once they figure out, like, hey, this is why do you think there was 10 goddamn Fast and the Furious movies?
Because they milked it until
they milked
every drop out of it.
If Paul Walker was still alive, like they would still be fucking. We'd be on Fast and Furious 28, Battle for the Galaxy.
I mean, really,
or
dude. Like, I'm not like a Marvel or, but how many fucking Superman movies? How many Spider-Man movies? How many Batman movies can we make? Like,
I say the same thing about Bible movies.
How many? When's the last time a Bible movie came out?
Dude, I seen the preview for one the other day.
What was it?
I don't know. It's like fucking Jesus, like done the same shit we've heard about 1.5 billion times. We just got a different actor doing it this time. Guess what? It's not an actual realistic depiction of what Jesus looked like. We got another fucking white guy.
I'm sure he wasn't white.
He definitely wasn't white. He a Middle Eastern area. He looks like a Middle Eastern person. The only reason why we have so many pictures of white Jesus is because like all the European people that had money were making all these pictures of Jesus and shit, and like they painted them like how they wanted, and they wanted Jesus to be white because they were white.
Well, it says that Jesus is in the image of man.
I mean, he was a fucking human, so I hope so. I hope he didn't grow like fucking tentacles and shit like fucking Cthulhu.
Well, I'm just saying.
I imagine that though. Like you go, like we can invent a time machine. We go back and we like, hey, let's go check out the crucifixion real quick, and all of a sudden, fucking Cthulhu's up there on a cross. That'd blow everybody's fucking minds, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah.
I don't know. I guess just to
the general from Mars Attacks is really Jesus.
Yeah, that wouldn't be. I've seen that movie so many times, dude.
Like that's. Anytime I hear it now, I've been rolling. Every time I hear that now, the only thing I can see is this chick getting throat fucked on a bush, and like this little clip my brother-in-law sent me way back, and she's sitting there like dude's like just railing out her like her face, and she's like and like it cuts immediately to like the commander like, doing that, and like oh dude, it's wonderful. So yeah, every time I hear that now, that's what I think.
All right,
we're like an hour and a half in. I'm hungry. You're hungry. We'll do this again next week. We'll pick up on whatever we left off.
Yeah,
I think we covered the whole spread, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Only thing I got to add to the human footprint thing is like 115,000 years sounds like so long ago.
I mean, it is long ago. Think about it. I've been on this earth for 39 years.
And that feels like a long time.
Feels like a long time to me. But this motherfucker's been here for like billions of years.
Yeah, and the thing is like 115,000. How could you tell that they are 115,000 years old?
Let's just say, for sake of, let's say everybody lives 100 years. Okay.
That's not even a dent.
So 10 people ago was 1,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. So 115,000 years ago would be how many people?
You're asking me to do math right now, and I'm not a math magician at all.
A fucking lot.
Nah. Is it like?
It'd be
10,000, 15,000.
Too many.
It's too many.
Here you go. We're gonna pull up the calculator so we can do some
It's not 115, is it? Or
let's say we got 115,000
divided
divided
by
by
100.
100 is, you were close.
When I said what? 115 or 15,000?
115, but throw a zero behind it.
1,100.
One. There you go. Okay, keep going. You're so close.
1,150.
There you go.
All right.
We got there.
See, listen, I am the smartest person on the podcast, and nobody forget that, okay?
Yeah, he's the brains of the operation. Anyway, all right. We'll holler at the.
It's time for some sloppy joes.
6 people next week.
Yes, sir.
Later, people.
It is